brotherhood language approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Blackest.
All right, you ready to rock this?
I guess if we have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that Tracy McGrady shit. I guess I'll score 30 tonight.
Okay. Well, clearly you were zooming from Orlando then. Say hi to Grant Hill for me. Or I guess I'm Grant Hill in this
icing
metaphor.
his ankle. He's icing his ankle and his knee.
So if I'm Grant Hill in this scenario, do I like just leave like 20 minutes in for the rest of the season? Skinny Hill won't be back ever. Back to you, Scott. Thank you, Marv. Yeah, he's gone.
Next thing you know, you're doing sportscasting and shit.
Well, I gotta go to Phoenix and go, score 21 a night just to let y'all niggas know, just to remind y'all, and then get comeback player of the year. And then, yeah, I go on the sports announcement with that thick ass white girl. Oh wait, I can't even say that now, can I? Whoops. Woohoo. Woohoo. Brotherhood language approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as Fuck. We are back officially after I don't know what happened last week. But I'm glad to be here, glad to be back. B Walt is free. B Walt is free. B Walt is free. Look at him, looking all happy and stuff.
He survived getting pulled over by the cops. So
yeah, we weren't sure if he was gonna be back for the season because
Yeah, that's one of those career-ending injuries potentially.
Yeah, the refs had some money on the game. Right.
Life-ending
right.
injuries.
Cops be on some Tim Donaghy shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna call this one from jail. What? Boop boop boop.
No, but homie was cool though. He was cool. It was. I had a rental car and I forgot to turn the lights on because my shit do it automatically. So my ass is assuming, yeah, the lights will come on. And it wasn't quite dark yet. And he was like, did you know your lights weren't on? I was like, oh shit. I started talking to that nigga like I was an old white man. Oh shit.
Right.
Shit.
You hit him with that cadence. Oh, well, Dosh Garnet. You know what?
Shit.
These rental cars, I tell you, I'm used to my Tesla. It does everything for me. It drives, it parks, sucks me off. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Makes you a sandwich afterwards.
Right. It's got a cigarette waiting. What's your name? Oh man. Well, we hopefully we are past our technical difficulties and both in life and with Zoom and my iPhone. So let's get it rocking. Let's get to it. As we are recording this, the Snake Eyes trailer, the new feature film from the G.I. Joe movie universe, dropped today. I gotta say, this shit look kind of fire. I gotta also say, I know it's G.I. Joe, the movie, though. So there's that.
Didn't we go down this road a couple weeks ago with Mortal Kombat?
Right. And G.I. Joe fucked they shit up like 10 years before Mortal Kombat did like 2 months ago.
Right.
So
they fucked it up twice.
Twice.
And they thought that putting The Rock in it was gonna make it a better movie. And I love The Rock, so I went to see it, but the shit was trash.
Right. Yeah, they had all the cast members you could put in one movie.
Right. I mean, Bruce Willis, Channing Tater Tots, whatever his name is.
Right. Our Gambit, quote unquote.
Magic Mike was in it.
I ain't seen that movie, so yeah. But apparently
was in it.
Her fine ass. Anyway, so what'd you think of the trailer though?
Trailer looked fire, but
Right.
I'm too old to get excited by trailers, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd say about 15 years ago, they started releasing them action trailers that would show you all the best shit in the movie, and it will basically ruin the fucking movie. So any
Right.
trailer, and I try to stay away from trailers. So any trailer that I actually do watch for whatever reason, I don't let that shit sway me at all. I'm straight in the middle. Like, yeah, I'm gonna see it, but if it's whack, I'm not gonna be surprised. I mean, Immortal Kombat is, proof of that. It's proof of that. Even though there's a lot of motherfuckers out there like it's good, it's based off a game, you can't expect a plot. Yes, I
Yes,
can.
what can? Yeah, what the fuck
Nigga,
you
it's the
talking?
movie. I
Right.
can't expect the fucking plot. So with G.I. Joe,
Especially, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
with G.I. Joe, I mean, I do like a couple of the elements that I do know about, so I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna. I mean, I like the dude just playing Snake Eyes. I've seen him in a couple of things, so
What
I
else has
like
he
him.
been in?
He was in this Guy Ritchie flick, The Gentleman or something like that. He was also the lead in the Crazy Rich Asians movie. So
Gotcha.
I like him. So I'm a
What's funny is I like the Storm Shadow casting, the one they casted for him, Andrew Koji,
uh
because he does that Warrior series that's on HBO on
oh, I
HBO
gotta start
Max.
watching that. Yeah.
Bro, that is, yeah, I would definitely suggest that. And he's Storm Shadow, so that was kind of the intriguing part for me. Go figure, right? Yeah, I feel like it's one of those movies that at some point is going to get watched, but they're gonna have to prove it to me.
When does it
Like,
drop?
that's a good question. I didn't see. I want to say June,
Okay, so
but I could be wrong. Maybe June 25th, but I could be wrong. I have to take a look at it.
and it's gonna be on HBO.
I think that's going to the theaters first, right? Like, niggas got their shots now. So,
Only 35% of us have our shots.
well, I'm sure 38 by the time this thing drops will be.
Right.
The
reason why I ask is if it hits HBO, I'm gonna watch it the day it comes out. But if it's at the theater,
right. If it's in a safe place for me to watch, like my favorite streaming app, then I will watch it on HBO Max. But other than that, I'm gonna wait till it get to HBO Max to watch it.
For those of us waiting on the rest of y'all to get, vaccinated, I don't think it's a safety thing. For me, it's more of, okay, HBO is $14.99 a month, right? So if this movie is trash, we don't really lose much because we watching a bunch of shit on HBO right now anyway. So if the movie is trash, it's just an hour and a half out of my day. But if I gotta go to the motherfucking theater, get 2 tickets for this shit, popcorn, all that other shit, and drop like $1,000 to watch this shit be trash, then I'm gonna be upset. So
when you got pulled over, you sounded like an old white man. But you talking about going to the movie, you sound like an old black man. $1,000. The popcorn, the parking, these 2 tickets, this licorice.
This shit, even walking to the seat, man, shit.
This is a whole goddamn mortgage for me. What the fuck? This shit better be tremendous.
It better be.
But it actually should be.
I ain't got no qualms about sneaking shit into the theater, bro.
Never.
I ain't got no qualms about that. But I'm not gonna go through all of that for a movie that I'm not really just on. Like, man, I gotta see that.
It's coming from a questionable movie universe.
Right.
It's been a few years anyway. Because remember in the ones that came out whenever they did, that had Ray Park. He was Snake Eyes at that point. Mm-hmm. Who doesn't get enough love, like just in general. Like him and Michael Jai White should just do a no, we don't get enough love movie and just beat everybody up. Like they're just OGs to me. This story takes place before Snake Eyes loses his voice. So that's interesting.
But I thought Snake Eyes lost his voice in childhood.
Well, I mean, you're probably not wrong.
I mean, we do look. We have the case study right here. We can just go look for it. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Now I remember that. Because they did the flashback because their Storm Shadow, they showed them getting their Ken and Ryu on, back in the day in Japan and shit. I saw a Baroness in there. I saw a redheaded girl with a gun, so I'm assuming that was Lady J. Not Lady J. Scarlet? Yeah, Scarlet. I'm a Lady J fan. Go figure. And I mean, Larry Hama, the guy that created the comic, he talked about like where they want to go with the narrative and stuff like that. So it sounds like this is potentially a reboot jump off, but yeah, I'm not buying what they're selling until, how everybody was telling me about Invincible and then I told you about Invincible. Like that's the thing that's got to happen for me to go see this shit in the movie theaters. That's how I feel about it.
Can we just have Snyder on speed dial just in case it's trash?
Bro, they are trying to snuff out Snyder, bro. Just sell some regular shit. They don't want him around. He fucked that money up. Snyderverse was too good. Even though the movie was too long. It was still too good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if a movie is trash, but it's from some shit that I was feeling from my childhood, I would like Snyder to take it on and turn it into a miniseries.
Well, speaking of shit from our childhood, let's just slide right into this next joint. He-Man is on his way to Netflix from Clerks and Dogma director Kevin Smith, who is the showrunner for He-Man. We got a quote from him. He says, "Our show is set up as the next episode in the legacy 80s animated series that aired between 1983 and 1985. So, B. Walt, I'm going to ask you, since you got the vault, you inside the vault right now, do you have He-Man from our childhood on DVD over there?
No, but it was on Netflix, so.
They got the whole joint on Netflix?
It was. I don't know if it's still there. You know how like Netflix will have some shit you want to watch, and as soon as you go watch it, they try to take it down. It's almost like they waiting for you to be like, hurry up next time, bitch.
Right.
So
that's part of the algorithm.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. He's showing interest in some shit we've had on here for 3 months. Nope. So it was. It was on Netflix. I watched a couple episodes. They don't hold up. It was dope to me when I was 5.
Right.
I watched a couple episodes and it was like, yeah. So the Kevin Smith reboot, I guess you want to call it. I'm with that because I saw some of the actors that's gonna be in it and shit.
Oh, the cast is beastie, bro.
Right. The cast is like
Mark Hamill,
right?
Skeletor, Lena Headey is Evil Lynn.
Woo!
Chris Wood is Prince Adam / He-Man. Sarah Michelle Gellar is Teela. Liam Cunningham is Man-at-Arms, which is one of the sickest names in fictional history.
Yes.
Stephen Root is Cringer. Henry Rollins is Triclops. Alicia Silverstone is Queen Marlena. Jason Mewes as Stinker. Like, the cast itself is beastie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they're not fucking this up. This I believe in, and it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. We ain't got to worry about the popcorn because I hate popcorn. Kevin Smith is a geek, and so I know he's gonna do right for the culture. I'm all in. This is a win for me. Like, okay, you gonna see this? Yeah, sure. Okay, done. Review on Monday, so I'm with it.
When does it drop?
They didn't have I didn't have a date in the article I saw. But again, remember they've been working on this. Feels like what, almost 3 years now? Because we talked about this when we first started doing the show, pre-COVID shit.
We were doing the show at the comic store, right?
Yeah, one of them comic stores on one of them Saturdays. Yeah. I mean, but I mean, I like the fact that he said this is the next episode. That you already got me. You know,
Start
that's
thinking Dr. Dre.
and then the characters are going to visually reflect the old action figures. Go, why not, right? That's where the money is. So I think they're doing everything right to make this a win. Out unlike GI Joe, but I never fucking liked GI Joe. Like, so that shouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill, is he the greatest voice actor of all time?
I don't know if I go that far, but he's done some very iconic characters.
I think that's the list we need to go over, bro. Because he's got Joker. He was Emperor Ozai in Avatar, and he's in Invincible. He's the guy making the suits, and now he's about to be motherfucking Skeletor. Like, he has heavy hitters on his list, bro, on his credits. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let's talk. Let's stay on Netflix. Let's talk about it. Castlevania season 4 dropped last week. It is done today. Did you check this out at all, B? Where you at with this?
I have
No?
not started. Nope.
Okay, but you seen 1, 2, and 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was your favorite season out of those? Would you say?
The first one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it definitely wasn't the third one for me.
Well, the third one to me was kind of boring. So I go with the first one.
Second one
I mean,
was
Castlevania is supposed to be about Dracula, right?
that's okay. I see what you're saying there.
That's kind of why I like the first. And Alucard is my favorite character in the Castlevania series. And
Season 3 did him no justice at all.
I ain't talking about that, but his whole motivation is that he can't stand his dad, right? So once his dad is taken off the board, all he does is lay around and fucking kill people all day for no reason.
Well, you're not wrong. But put it like this. Season 4 is absolutely, in my opinion, amazing of Castlevania. Season 4. It is by far the best season out of the bunch. Alucard is Spock, Trevor is Captain Kirk, and my girl, I'm forgetting her name, the speaker, she is Bones, and they are beastie. They take their time with the narrative, flush everything out, and then when they get down to the action, the money is there. The money is there. It's all wins, and like I couldn't stop watching. Like they could have had 3 more episodes, and it wouldn't have been enough. Like, Isaac was beastie. The way the plot flushed out for Hector. I mean, let's just say I don't want to give it away because you ain't seen it yet, but I'm gonna do the dance. Dracula plays a significant part in this. At this point in the story, I mean, Saint Germain was dope. Like, Castlevania season 4 is one of the best I've ever seen. Like, it was like, it felt like Game of Thrones should have felt in the last season, like it did the entire time. That's how season 4 felt. Oh man, they upgraded the weapons, the battles. The Alucard had a little girlfriend, a little brown piece he was messing with. and she was beastie. Like it was some of the best I've ever seen done. Like it's really hard to have any complaints about it. I would check it out as soon as possible. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10, but it was definitely worth it. Like I'm gonna go back and watch it. I've already started actually. It was amazing. It's sad that it's over now, but it made all the other seasons worth it. And Isaac is fucking beastie. Man, he's like the Black Jack Snow in that motherfucker. Like you slept on him, he come back with his boys. He did. Oh man, like I feel like watching it right now. No, season four is a shit. Period. You should. I think you should watch it, B. I think be entertaining to you. I know Invincible's done, so you got a little time slot open. You should slide Castlevania right in there.
I have to check with my manager and see if that's possible.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Right. All right. Moving on. Good Lord, Fisher. Let's see. Fresh off her directorial debut of One Night in Miami. Let's just start that again. Fresh off her directorial debut of One Night in Miami, Regina King has closed a deal with Legendary Entertainment to direct and produce the feature adaptation of Bitterroot, the acclaimed Image comic series created by David F. Walker and Sanford Green and indie veteran Chuck Brown. She's also a producer. She's credited as a producer as well, alongside Ryan Coogler, Zinzi Coogler, Sev Ohanian, I hope I pronounced that right, of Proximity Media. The story of Bitterroot takes place in the Harlem Renaissance in 1924, when a fractured family of once great monster hunters faces an unimaginable evil that descends upon New York City. For generations, the Sangrias have hunted and cured those infected by supernatural forces that feed off the prejudice of the era, transforming human beings into hideous monsters. What most of the family did, and the surviving Sangrias at odds between saving or killing the creatures, they must overcome the wounds of the past in hopes of thwarting an invasion. Black comic from Image. Regina King has been on fire for the last 7 fucking years, whatever she's done. And you got the Coogler family behind it. Yeah, this is gonna happen. This is gonna get done. This is gonna get watched. You know, hopefully it doesn't end up like Yasuke, but you know, I caught a lot of slack for shitting on a black anime.
So what?
From a lot of people. And listen, here's the thing. If y'all got something to say to me, we're here every Monday, except for the last one, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can come join the show, www.blackafhq.com, and we can have a conversation about it. But Yasuke was trash. Black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, it doesn't matter. That shit was awful. But I digress. Bitterroot, Image Comics, Regina King is directing. What are you thinking, B? How you feeling?
I want to go back to that other shit. Look, anything Regina King does, I'm with it. She's fucking legendary. She's great. I've watched her since 227. So anything she does, I'm gonna support her. She's fucking phenomenal, amazing. So I'm with it. But I want to go back to that. Motherfuckers was beefing with you because you said Yasuke was trash.
Yeah, bro.
Who was that?
You want me to go corrupt and call out names right now?
No, type it in the chat box, bro.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Because the thing that I have a problem with that a lot of black folks do is like, you're supposed to accept some shit just because a black person made it. I get that to some degree, but not if this shit is trash.
Like blatantly trash. Blatantly.
Not if the shit is trash. You should expect you know, you want black people to get in the door and to be able to do things. Yes. But if your ass is in the door, do the shit right. Like do the shit right. I was having
Right.
this discussion. I was having this discussion the other day. We were talking about there's an app out there called All Black.
Yeah, you were telling me about it.
Right, and it has all this black programming, but 87%, 88% of that shit is straight booty. Like it's terrible. It's terrible. It's absolutely trash. The acting is terrible. The cameras, like it's really fucking bad. It's
Mortal
bad.
Kombat should have been on All Black.
If Mortal Kombat was on that shit, Mortal Kombat would have been the centerpiece. Like Nick, you know, they should have worked that deal out. They should have worked that deal out.
Okay, we're gonna make Jax the lead guy, right? Jax.
Yeah, right. Jax is the lead. No, man, like just because that shit black don't mean you're supposed to automatically jump on it. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to support to get the nigga through the door. But if he's in the door, do the shit right. Like, come on.
You got to get it done. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to. I mean, I think anybody. I mean, we talked about it. It hurt my heart to not like Yasuke. That should have been a fucking layup. But they found a way to like not talk about him being a fish out of water, like living as a black man in Europe, and then working his way up into working with the royal family or being a part of that, and then traveling from there to go to Japan, where niggas thought he was just fucking really dirty because his skin was dark, because they had never seen anybody like him before. They thought he was like this huge giant monster because he was 6'2". Nigga, I'm 6'4". You 6'2.5". Like, there ain't no monsters here. But none of that was touched on in this fucking story. Like, it was trash. And I've said it before. LaShawn Thomas has done Black Dynamite. He's done Boondocks. He's somebody I've rooted for over the years. But Cannon Busters was trash. So was Yasuke. So it ain't my fault. But I have to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and go Arsenio Hall and some shit that don't deserve the woof woof. I'm not gonna pump it if it ain't worth it.
I'm not gonna pass judgment on that series per se, because I only got through one episode. So I'm not gonna say whether or not I think that's trash. But I think the idea of saturating the game with some shit just because it's black and it's not good, I think that's stupid.
Right.
I don't like that idea. Because everything I put my name on, everything you put your name on, you try to make that shit as good as it can be.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Right. So if it's just some old bullshit, then fuck that. I wouldn't support it either. Fuck that. Like I said, they can slap that shit over. If this is, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but if it's trash, they can slap that shit over to that All Black app. The shit's terrible, bro. You should get it just for the 7-day free so you can scroll through it. Like they got, oh my God. But somebody somewhere was like, you know what? We need an app that shows all black programming. But why did you go get the trash? There's enough good black programming that you could have put on there. They went and got all the trash.
Go get the trash.
Right? And the BET app ain't much better, but it's the stuff that's on BET is well-known trash. So
you mean Tyler Perry's bitch, the BET? Oh man. You do whatever you want. Just put it in the app. Put it in the app.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like the shit and you have legit reasons not to like it, like it's not. I hate that. We in a society now where if you don't like some shit, motherfuckers call you a hater. Like the shit is just trash.
Right. You can't have an opinion that's against something of people that look like you. Like, even it has nothing to do with the fact that Yasuke was. If it was a black anime produced by white people, I'd be saying, yo, these white people fucked up. This shit was trash. And then I would have said they should have got somebody who was black to do this shit properly. And then hopefully you would expect that someone would step up and get it right. You know, but Yasuke is done. Maybe they get another season. I don't know. But Bitterroot, just to bring it all full circle, bring it back. I'm gonna check it out. The Sanford artist, what's his name? Sanford Green. His art is amazing. Somebody I definitely hope we can work with down the line. And then Regina King, like you said, like she been getting it right since 227. There's no place like home. So I'm in. I am in. Oh, the chat is on fire. The chat is on fire. Let's see, where are we going from here? Now, all right. So, article came out a couple days ago. The Pegasus Dream Tour is a mobile RPG themed around Paralympic Games. And it's the first ever video game to carry the official Paralympics license. This is groundbreaking, folks. Let's see. It was initially announced more than 2 years ago, but the Tokyo Olympics and the Paralympics were postponed due to COVID-19. Since then, they've actually restructured how the game's going to be. It's now an avatar RPG set in Pegasus City. You can create a character based on a selfie from your phone and train them in various para sports. The game features illustrated versions of 9 real para athletes who compete in sports like javelin, athletics, and wheelchair basketball. I have no plans of playing this game, but I think this is a very good move for a lot of different ways. B, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna get it.
You buying it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
That's what's up.
I like wheelchair basketball. Have you ever played?
There's a bunch
two
of
former hoopers here. We two former hoopers who played the original basketball. But wheelchair hooping is fun as fuck, bro.
I know it's not easy. I never done it.
Mixture.
I've never done it.
It's a mixture of hooping and football, man. I love that shit. That shit is fun, bro.
You played it back in the Shy?
Nah, man. Like, okay, so in college, we used to go play at this gym all the time. And one time they had a wheelchair basketball tournament, right? But if you weren't handicapped, you could still play. Like, you just had to be in a fucking wheelchair. You had to play the game based on the rules. That shit is tough. And them dudes is ballers, okay? Like, look, just like you got to learn footwork and all that kind of stuff, if you play original basketball, if you play the OG basketball, right? You got to learn how to move. You got to do the same thing with the wheelchair. That's plays. That's screams. Like, I mean, it ain't just motherfuckers rolling around. Dog, that shit is fun, man. And I'll tell you what, I'm trash at wheelchair basketball. And I wasn't trash playing the OG shit. But that shit is fun, man. Like, that shit is fun.
Right on.
What's the other one you said? They got javelin and...
Yeah, javelin. Let me check. Let me go to it. It just says javelin athletics. So I guess that's like the triathlon or some shit. But yeah, man, I think it's great to have representation like that. Especially for because I feel like if you're disabled in some way, you would have that being disabled doesn't have to affect you playing games, because a lot of that is done in a chair or, whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? So to have a game that's actually considering that market and be the first one, they about to kill. They about to win right now. Like, just the announcement alone, like, that's a win. And the fact that I like the fact that, COVID got in the way, but they didn't let that stop them. I don't play mobile games. Shit, I can barely do a podcast on my mobile phone. So, yeah, I won't be getting it, but I definitely salute the people that are making it. So, that's what's up. Pegasus Dream Tour. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. I think, yeah, this is the heavy hitter. I'm gonna pull up the list. So you won't see my face, but I'm right with you. There was an article that dropped a couple days ago, about 4 days ago, on ScreenRant.com, documenting the never released, never produced James Cameron unrealized X-Men movie. They've got 10 bullet points, and have you checked out the list at all? Is this all or no?
No, this is the first I'm hearing about it, and I'm excited. So, where's this list?
It's in the sheet for today, the one from earlier. So development. So let's just get to it. There's 10 of them. So development began in 1984. X-Men didn't hit screens until 2000. A live-action adaptation of the Mutants comic book adventures began development way back in 1984 at Orion Pictures. In 1989, they had a half-decade of development. The project was brought to James Cameron, who became attached as producer and spearheaded the effort to acquire funding from a major studio. It was going to be called Wolverine and the X-Men.
That is a certain story arc.
Right. So if it's between 84 and 89, this is clear Mel Gibson territory. This is clearly Mel Gibson territory. I just see him sending Mel Gibson in a yellow outfit on some Terminator shit in the woods.
Nah. They wanted Bob Hoskins to be Wolverine, bro.
Right,
Bob
which
Hoskins.
is yeah, which is even more funnier. But I can see Bob pulling it off though. If I was doing it, I'm doing Mel, but because Bob was still young then, he was still doing he was about to do some Roger Rabbit shit.
He would have had to get in shape though, because Wolverine wasn't a fat nigga. He was just a short dude.
Right, he couldn't be a drunk detective, a has-been, a used to do. Let's see. Bob Hoskins, number 6. Now, does the name Catherine Bigelow ring a bell?
She was the director of The Hurt Locker? Or am I thinking?
Well, it's kind of a trick question because back then when they were doing this, she was James Cameron's wife. So, right. So he was trying to this is what you call twofold for Mr. Cameron. He was trying to get a win in these streets and a win at home.
Like Homeboy did when he put what was his name? When Spielberg put that non-acting ass chick in the Indiana Jones flick because he was smashing. I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, Bigelow's got talent. Have you seen the Hurt Locker?
I've seen Hurt Locker and it was good, but that was many, many moons after this. So, and they were 2010 Best Director. And of course, funny thing is that it went up against Cameron's own Avatar and won. Cameron was in direct contact with Stan Lee. So, Stan was getting high with his ladies. He was talking Excelsior to all of that.
Excelsior.
They were going to bring, this is part of the Chris Claremont run. I think this is towards the beginning of it from what they were talking about, if it's between 84 and 89. They were going to bring back Jean Grey in the comics just so they could use Jean Grey in the movie.
Damn.
Right. This is after Dark Phoenix, which, if you're a comic head, like, you remember how, like, it's like the moonwalk happened. Like, that whole saga was, like, off the charts. It was off the wall. So they were going to actually work her back to the comics so they could use in the movie. Who do you think would have been Jean Grey back then? Oh, you gotta go
The
you gotta go
redhead,
Gina Davis,
yeah,
right?
Gina
You
Davis.
got to. You got to. Thelma Louise, yes. Yes, Lord. Please do. Shit. Let's go back. God damn. Angela Bassett was gonna play Storm. You fucking kidding me?
She can still play Storm now.
She can play Storm right fucking now. She hasn't changed in 40 years. She would have done Storm and then Boys in the Hood 7 months later. I would have watched this movie. Let's just be clear, and there's 3 more points left.
It would have been, look, the thing is, for the type of stuff you want to see on screen and what we've become accustomed to since, 95, 96 with the CGI, the movie wouldn't probably, if they would have came out with it in the 80s, it wouldn't look as good as it would have looked if it was done now. But
no.
because Cameron was attached to it, I'm definitely watching it. Because Aliens, you kidding me? Aliens?
Right.
Terminator?
Right.
Bruh.
Right. Bruh.
Schwarzenegger is Cyclops.
Easy. It's simple, bro. It's too easy. It's too you could have Dolph Lundgren in there as Omega fucking Red if you want. If you want to just really got a budget, you just want to show the fuck out. It says that Gary Oldman was he was penned to do the script, and do you know what movie he's known for?
Is that Big Trouble in Little China?
That is Big Trouble in Little China, man.
Come on.
Like, that's a fun movie, bro. That's a fun movie today. Like, right now, that's a fun movie.
I love that movie.
I wish this movie would have happened.
Right there, Kurt Russell's going to be in the flick.
That's fine. Kurt Russell.
Tom Cruise is going to be Cyclops.
If you make it Tom Cruise Cyclops,
Arnold is going to be Colossus.
That means Kurt Russell's Iron Man. He's going to fly by and say some smart ass shit and then go off somewhere with like 3 blondes.
Oh yeah, I guess you could switch those 2.
Yeah, the white boys were interchangeable. It didn't matter. There was plenty of roles to go around, like there is right now.
Mel Gibson could have been Magneto. You cut off that Mad Max hair.
He could have been Magneto.
He could have been Magneto.
Who would I have as Magneto? Huh. Damn, that's a good question. I gotta think about it.
Look, I would have watched that movie, but now I want Cameron to make it. Come on, Cam.
I want him to make it, but I want him to take us all back to 88 so he can do it the way he was gonna do it back then. Like,
nah, I want to see him do it now.
But they all old.
But he ain't gotta get them. I just know if Cameron put the movie together, it's gonna be solid.
No, if Cameron's doing it, yeah, no, that's a win. He turned Terminator, the franchise, into a family movie, a movie for every member of the fucking family. Like, get the fuck out of here. That, like, just reading this gets me excited about the movie that's never gonna happen. Like, damn, man, I would have liked to see that movie. They said they, after you talk about 5 years, which is crazy, man, it's so ridiculous how hard it is sometimes to get some shit made out here. He went to the Spider-Man project, which is why they didn't finish it, but they never finished Spider-Man either. So, well, not Cameron's version at least. But damn, you know who I think of when I think of an 80s Magneto for some reason is Pierce Brosnan. Like, that's the first guy that comes to mind for me.
James Bond?
Yeah, a young Pierce Brosnan.
Maybe. I can see that.
But I'm like, is there somebody else? I don't know. But that's compelling.
You know who could have been Professor X? It's the same nigga. Captain Picard.
Patrick Stewart. Next generation.
He's looked the same for forever. He could have done it. Easy.
And if this happens, Denzel is definitely Black Panther. Like, for sure. Like, for sure.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Now you listen. That would have been a good fucking movie, man. That would have been a really good fucking movie. Goddamn Cameron. Aliens, by the way, or the franchise, which I've never seen. Alien was directed by Ridley Scott. Aliens was directed by James Cameron, the one we've been
Yes,
talking about.
and it's the best one out of the entire fucking thing.
And even though I know the third one gets shitted on, it was still directed by David Fincher. So, in terms of your like Hall of Fame directors on one franchise, I don't know any other franchise that can say that.
Bro, let me tell you something about Aliens. I've seen that shit 1,000 fucking times. I will watch it again. Aliens, I'm telling you, look, because if you're talking about the whole, the as a whole, and you can throw the AVP shit out, fuck that. That shit, they just tried to like bridge Predator and Alien together. Sanaa Lathan was in one of them. Okay, whatever.
Sanaya.
But Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Aliens, Alien 3, and then Alien Resurrection. All of those movies, let's put it this way, Aliens is an A+ fucking flick. Aliens. The rest of those movies, to be honest with you, they in the B category, BC category. But Aliens is so good that it holds all of that shit together.
No,
it's that good. Sigourney Weaver is my first, like, as you know.
That's your first white girl crush? Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you think about it. No, but I'm just talking about when you're talking about female, heroines. The female badass. She's the first one that I ever saw in Aliens. Because remember, she was in Ghostbusters and she was okay, but she wasn't like in Aliens. Look, dude, I'm gonna give you a homework assignment. You have to watch Aliens to understand why she's such a badass in Aliens. And then it'll make sense if you ever watch the other two that come on after that, why she is the way she is. But you have to watch Aliens to get why she is the person she is in Aliens. And in Aliens, nigga, like, if I wouldn't, nigga, I wouldn't fuck with her today. Like, if I see Sigourney Weaver coming down the street, it's like, talk about a fucking badass. Like, she's such a fucking man. Like, nigga, you got a homework assignment. You need to watch Alien and then Aliens. The other ones, I can tell you which order they come in if you want to see the whole story, whatever. But Alien and then Aliens. Now, Alien is kind of slow. So if you ain't into the slow sci-fi shit, then you might not get into it. But you have to see that to see her character, to understand how dope she is in Aliens. You need it. Now, like I said, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Alien 3, which I thought was good, Alien Resurrection, which is but Alien and Aliens together, like, and you only, like I said, you only need Alien to understand why she's so dope in Aliens. If you watch Aliens by itself, she's still gonna seem dope. But comparing her character from Aliens to Alien, that's why I say you should watch both. Because she, to this day, she's still one of my favorite fucking movie characters of all time. Like, easy. Ripley, nigga, easy. The shit she was doing, like, nigga, watch the shit. You know what? You're doing this shit tonight. You're doing it tonight. It's on HBO. You can find it. It's also on Prime for free.
I'm not doing it tonight. You know what I'm doing tonight. Don't say that to them. Don't.
Bro,
shit. No, I want to watch it. I've been it's on the queue. It's on the list. I mean, from what I've been told, Aliens, like specific tropes and things that people do in sci-fi, like 80% of them come from Aliens, from what I've been
and you watch the movie and see, nigga, the movie is over 30 years old, and it's still like it go, like the shit go, it go. I still watch that movie and be nervous, like I don't know what's gonna happen. That movie go.
Right on.
I can start spouting out fucking lines to you from that shit right now, but I'm not gonna do that. You need to watch that shit, nigga. Look, you got a week.
Why
go?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm gonna do my best to watch it within this week. All right, I'm not gonna make no promises right now. Clearly, you're banging the gavel for this because I can hear it in my headset. But no, I mean, I have no problem checking out a great movie. So, not much resistance there.
If you had to pick your favorite director, whatever, like Cameron is mine. Like the motherfucker, like even his shit that ain't that great, I love that shit. Like this nigga is so like his shit is so like I don't know, man. Like
nah, he puts his foot in just about everything he's put out, bro. Like my favorite director is Nolan. But James Cameron is on my Rushmore for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and I also like David Fincher. Like I ain't never seen nothing before after like Fight Club. Like I seen motherfuckers try to do Fight Club after that, but nah, that's perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but like there's nothing like that. So when I saw that David Fincher did the third one, I was like, God damn, that's like having Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and Popovich is like running your franchise one after another.
But understand, it's not only that, but you got the actors, you got Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Elijah Wan,
the Dream
Charles
Team,
Barkley before he got fat, like just wrecking shit. Like nigga, the Terminator franchise, okay? We talking, look, all the dope actors was so in the chat, like they in all of them. Like they in all of them. Homeboy this in Terminator, the first Terminator is in Aliens. Actually, two of them from the first Terminator is in Aliens. Okay.
See, I didn't know that.
Nigga, I'm telling you, man, like, and Terminator 2, everybody knows that's the best one. But Nick, like, bruh, Cameron, bruh, no, you can't tell me nothing about this. This nigga's cold. He's cold.
No, I mean,
the way they develop characters, man.
Right. Avatar was sick. It's insane that the second one's taking this long, but I also know the reason why it's taking this long is because he said the things he wants to do with the movie, the technology isn't there yet. So he's waiting for motherfuckers to catch up to him. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this.
I didn't know he's your favorite director though. That's interesting.
He's up there. Like you talking about, I don't like to pick a number one. I don't like doing that. But shit, if we have that conversation, he's there. And I'm gonna make the argument here that I like the Avatar, but out of all the Cameron shit that I've seen, despite how good Avatar looks and all that stuff, Avatar is my least favorite Cameron shit. My least favorite, and that's the one that got billions of dollars, right? But that's my least favorite. My least favorite.
Yeah.
But, bro, man, like I could, like right now, like when we get off, I could watch Terminator 2 and be happy like I'm 10 years old again. I could watch Aliens and be happy like I'm at the theater sneaking in with my cousins to watch the shit like we did the first time. You feel me? Like this shit go. Like Aliens is so dope that they still making shit now. You know, like they making Perry now to copy off of it, like the Ripley shoes,
right?
The alien shoe, yeah. Come on, man, that shit go, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, it's right here, bro. Don't even play. Look.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. And next to it, I got Prometheus and Aliens Covenant over here, whatever. But Nigga, like Terminator, please. Cameron is the shit. Cameron is my Popovich. No joke. Cameron is my Popovich right there.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. Man, Terminator 1 is a fucking kill fest. And the nigga that saves the day shows up with nothing but his dick. Like, that's it.
Right.
And he gets the job done. Like, you talk about using what you got? Okay.
That nigga was running around in some sweatpants and no drawers and some shoes with no socks and a t-shirt. The whole movie.
Try to save all of society.
And he miraculously ends up in Aliens. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's like, well, we already talked about my man, what's his name? Michael Biehn. He's a
Yeah.
great fucking actor. But yeah, bro. No, but then he turned the second one. Like, if you go back, well, you already know, don't too many people die in the second one. Like, he teases to death. Like, my man Patrick Stewart, that's not his name, but the T-2000, he really don't kill people like the way they was getting murked in the first one. Like, he's just more intimidating. You know what I'm saying? He just sold you off of the look. I mean, Cameron's brilliant, bro. The fact that he was able to turn Terminator, a complete murder fest, into a movie for the family of 2.2 kids and the mom and the dad in the second one, bro, I'm golf clapping. I'm golf clapping right
look,
now.
man, I'm such a fan of his shit that I'm telling you, it's the movies that he has his hands on directly in a franchise. Those movies make me want to watch the other ones, even if he doesn't have his hand directly in doing it. Like, people shit on Terminator Genesis. I still like it because it's a part of that overall. You know what I'm saying?
The story, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's a part of that universe, and it's because of the stuff that Cameron impressed on me when I was younger. So now it's like, if anything, like if another Terminator, Dark Fate, all these new shits that come out that are somehow related to a Cameron film, like, I'm gonna watch the shit, even if I know it ain't gonna be as good as the Cameron shit. It's almost like I have this allegiance to the nigga, and he ain't even had shit to do with some of these flicks.
Well, that's the thing. Like, as we're talking about it, I'm like, damn, every time he's touched something and then someone tries to touch the same thing after him, it's never as good. It's
Right.
it's never matched up to what he was able to do. That speaks volumes, bro. That speaks volumes.
Nigga, like, I'm gonna dust these bitches off.
Now I'm gonna have to step up Aliens on the queue now that we're talking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it
Watch
that way.
Alien and then watch Aliens, okay? As a matter of fact, you ain't even got to pay that much attention to Alien. Just have it on in the background, and when Sigourney's on screen, pay attention to her. Because the rest of the shit don't really, whatever. But Alien, and try to get the extended version.
Is that on Max?
It's an extra 20 minutes or so.
Is that on Max? Or you got it right there?
I got the extended version here. I don't know if Max is showing it, but the extended version has an extra 20 minutes or so on there.
For sure. Well, folks, I think that's it for the actual show. I think we've gone on about Cameron long enough.
I know,
at least
he
on the
ain't
recording.
Right.
Right.
He ain't paying us.
Not yet. My name is Alexander Asafa. This is B. Waltz. This is Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. Black as fuck. We will be back 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday, every Monday, as long as my phone don't crash again, as long as my partner don't get pulled over again. We're gonna be here. You know, shit happens though. It's called life. You can catch us on Twitter and Instagram, BLACKAZFUK. You know what that spells. That's the Instagram handle. That's the Twitter handle. The website is www.blackafhq.com. You can join our show next week right there at the Black AF Live section on the website. Strength and blessings to y'all. B-Wall, will you please stop this recording?
I will after I say this last thing. Coogler, I have faith that Coogler is going to be similar to me as how I feel about him as I do with Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it in him. I see the stories. I mean, even when Creed, you know, people complain about Creed a little bit, but I see it. He got that shit. Because Fruitvale, that shit's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Coogler is gonna get to that point for me too. Like I'll watch anything that he makes.
Well, then I guess we catching Bitterroot then. We'll have a review when that shit drops.
Oh hell yeah!
So, got to be better than Yasuke. Let's not forget.
I can make an anime better than Yasuke. I don't even know how to do it.
That says a lot. Good night, folks. You have a great life.
Rather approach a conversation kinetically about Big Chin. This is Blackest.